And breaking news out of the White House. NBC News is first to learn that President Biden will give a primetime address this Thursday outside of Independence Hall in Philadelphia on the soul of the nation. According to a White House official, the president's speech will focus on how America's, quote, rights and freedoms are still under attack, which was a core message of his 2020 campaign. And it all comes just 2 months before the midterms in November. I want to get right to Monica Alba, who's on the north lawn of the White House. Monica, talk to us about the timing of this speech and the significance of the backdrop. Why Philadelphia? Why Independence Hall?
Yeah, this is brand new reporting from our resident Biden whisperer, Mike Memley Ellison, and we're learning about this speech. It is notable presidents taking the time to give a big address after that 8 p.m. hour. This is something clearly the White House wants to make a bit of a show of, and it's really a testing ground for a midterm message, but one that is hearkening back to candidate Joe Biden and really what he ran on in 2020. So he is going to be speaking in Philadelphia, coincidentally, where he had one of his rallies that kicked off his entire campaign those years ago. So they want to circle back to this idea, referencing the founding fathers and where the nation has come to this point, how democracy has progressed, and where the president and this White House feel there is still work to be done. So in the words of one White House official, the president is going to, quote, make clear who is fighting for critical rights, who's fighting for freedoms, and who's fighting for our democracy. And he plans to make a very sharp contrast to Republicans. And we saw a preview of that last week where he spoke at one of the first DNC rallies as we do hit this midterm sprint to the finish. And he talked about how some Republicans and that MAGA ideology amounts to, in the president's words, semi-fascism. So it's not clear whether he's going to be that aggressive or lean in as much on Thursday, but I think you can expect to hear that kind of language in terms of how he feels Democrats can position themselves versus Republicans in these broader themes, again, of protecting and improving our democracy. We understand, Ellison.
Monica, you said it might be some sort of testing ground for a midterm message. Is there something that we should be keeping an eye out for when we listen to him give this speech tomorrow that might reveal some sort of campaign strategy within this speech?
I do think so. And remember, this is a president who wanted to hit the road in the last month or so, but then he had a COVID diagnosis, then a rebound infection. There's been a lot else going on. So this is really his first opportunity to do that. But notable also that he's going to be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, because it'll be his third time in the key state in the span of a week. He's going to be heading there tomorrow for an event. And then we know on Labor Day, on Monday, he's going to be attending a parade in Pittsburgh. So we know that Pennsylvania, of course, critical to Joe Biden, the person. That is where he is from. He has a lot of pride surrounding that, but he also has always chosen it to be his backdrop for some of his most important campaign moments as he looks ahead to the midterms. And then, of course, the conversation will shift right after that to 2024, where he has said he does intend to run for re-election, and this will be part of that campaign messaging strategy. Ellison.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.